Hello. Sorry, for some reason it was on Google and not Zoom, but hello everyone. Nice to meet you.
So Rachel, it's 1 o'clock already. So if you want to start, you can go ahead. Let me just give a quick intro. So, bueno, buenas tardes a todos y a todas. Como saben, nuestra sesión de hoy es con la Universidad de Warwick, una buenísima opción para estudiar en el Reino Unido, con la que además en FUNED tenemos excelentes convenios y excelentes descuentos en varios programas. Entonces, bueno, pues gracias por acompañarnos. Al final habrá una sesión de preguntas y respuestas por si alguien quiere preguntar algo y bueno, pues los dejo con Rachel.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me to have a chat with you about the opportunities available with FUNED and us at the University of Warwick. As Sophia just mentioned, I'm Rachel. I'm the officer for the Americas at Warwick and the main point of contact for any students from Mexico and the wider region who are interested in studying with us at the university. So I'm just going to run through a few things today, give an overview of who we are, where we are, what we can offer students, and then some of the details of the agreement that we have with FUNED and some of those opportunities that hopefully you'll be able to take advantage of during your time of study with us. So the University of Warwick is in the city of Coventry in the UK. For anybody who knows the UK at all, the city of Coventry is in an area called the West Midlands. The Midlands is in the middle of the country, and one of the best things about being in the middle of a country that is as small as the UK, we are tiny in comparison to Mexico. It doesn't take very long to get anywhere. So one of my favorite things is that we are really well located for students who want to experience kind of the rest of the region, but also see the wider UK area as well. So our campus is 20 minutes away from Coventry City Centre. Once you're there, you can catch the train into central London, and that's within 1 hour. We are 20 minutes away from Birmingham, which is the UK's second city, and we are no more than 3 hours away from Liverpool, Manchester, Oxford, Southampton, Bristol as well. So lots of easy ways to get around by train. We've also got our local airport, so Birmingham International is 20 minutes away from campus. That's the airport I use. I always connect with either KLM, Frankfurt, KLM, Lufthansa or Air France for my flights to and from Mexico City. And yeah, it's 20 minutes from there to campus, so really easy to get to and from there. We do also have lots of taxis available. Uber is as common as it is in Mexico, and we do also have good bus services as well, so you can catch buses in and around the local area and also the UK as well. There we go. As I mentioned, we are a campus university in the UK, and one of the benefits of having a campus experience is that everything is all in one place. So your living accommodation, if you would like it to be, is available on campus. We do have rooms available for postgraduate students for the year. That's not a problem. And you don't live next door to undergraduate students either. We do house our postgrads separately for a whole host of reasons, but mainly you don't want to be living next to 18-year-olds and vice versa. So we do have that option available, but yeah, everything is all there. We do have a supermarket. Our medical centre is on campus. We have an art centre that has cinema screens. We've got music performances. There is a theatre as well that has some live performances that take place throughout the year. Our Students' Union is in the centre of campus, and we do also have our sports facilities as well that I'll come on to in a moment. So if you are looking for a campus experience with everything all in one place, then Warwick certainly has lots of that and more beyond to offer you. We do have 27,000 students at Warwick, and 9,000 of those are international students. So 1/3 of our student population is from overseas, and they are made up of 145 different nationalities. So very diverse, lots of students from all over the world studying similar courses. So you'll have opportunities to meet like-minded people from across the world as part of your program. Just a little bit about Warwick In terms of numbers, we are a UK top 10 university and have been since the rankings were created. The university itself is quite a young university. We were created just over 50 years ago, and in comparison to some other UK universities, we're still quite young. Some universities are hundreds of years old. We are just 50, but we've come a long way in a very short time and have been consistently ranked UK top 10 since those were established. For this year, we were 6th for 2022 and 8th for the Times Good University Guide, 10th for the Complete University Guide, and we were voted University of the Year for Teaching Quality in 2022 as well. So that just kind of shows the level of teaching that we have available on campus for all of our courses and students. In addition to the UK top 10, we are European top 20 and also global top 100. So we are ranked 64th in the world by QS in 2023, 78th in the Times Higher Education for 2022. We were also voted ranked 25th most international in the world by the Times Higher Education. That's something, as I mentioned, our diversity and our students, that is reflected in some of those numbers too. So that is important to us. It's important to our students too. Just a quick overview of some of the opportunities available. So this is a list of our academic departments. It's not inclusive. We do have new ones being created and added all the time, but they're separated into three main areas. So social sciences, engineering, medicine and science, and also arts and humanities. So these are some of our departments. I won't read them all. I know you can see them, so hopefully your preferred is listed here. But we do have our business school, law, economics, politics, education studies, interdisciplinary methodologies. It's always a mouthful. We have Warwick Manufacturing Group, mathematics, computer science, engineering, chemistry, life sciences, and then for our arts, so we do have ancient history, film and television, cultural policy, English, theatre, history, liberal arts as well, and also global sustainable development is one of our new courses, and that goes across our both our arts and humanities, but also social science as well. So that's an interdisciplinary course on offer for you. As a member of the Russell Group in the UK, the University of Warwick is led by all of the research that we carry out. So everything that we do and we teach and carry out is all focused on the research that we offer and can provide, both to our students, but also to the wider community and beyond. This is just some of the interdisciplinary research that is conducted at Warwick. You can see the different areas that covers. So we've got energy, sustainability, behaviour and society, innovation and manufacturing materials, habitability, food, and also health. We were part of the cabinet in the UK. Some of our medical team staff were in terms of the UK response to coronavirus, and so they've been at the forefront of some of that for the last 2 years in the research that we carry out, and that really does go on to make a huge difference to lots of people, both in the UK and globally as well. A little bit now on some of the investment that we've made. So we've had some new buildings open very recently on campus. This is our Faculty of Arts building. It is more commonly known as the FAB, Faculty of Arts building, but actually I think it's one of the best named buildings on campus. It really is fab. It's my favourite building and is incredibly bright inside, and if I could explain it to you, it smells like a new book. The fresh wood and the smell when you walk in it's really exquisite learning space for students. So it's the home of students studying in our Faculty of Arts. So that is for anybody who is interested in global media and communication, liberal arts, sustainable development, history, classics, kind of theatre, film and television. They are all here, but the facilities inside are also available for all students. So you don't have to just be an art student to have some of the study space available. That is available throughout the year to all students on campus, and is a firm favourite. I was in the building this morning. There are two things that we asked our students when we looked at the developments on campus and what students want from their facilities. The first was study space. lots of study space. So every building on campus, we tried to have study space available that's not silent. So it's not the library. You can work in groups, and we do encourage kind of open discourse in your studies. That's available in all our buildings. The second was coffee, and so we have a coffee shop in every building on campus, and every teaching building too. As I said, I was in the Fab this morning. I've never, in term time, I've never been in when there isn't a queue. It's very popular, and yeah, very well thought of by students, and yeah, an excellent place to study and learn. Some further developments for you. So we do have our mathematical sciences building that opened in 2018. So for anyone interested in statistics, mathematics, computer science, this is all here. That's right in central campus as well. We have our biomedical sciences building that opened in 2021. So for anyone for life sciences and medical school, that's you. And then this is our art centre that opened in 2021. We in Coventry, we were the UK's City of Culture in 2020, and so we had some funding to redevelop the art centre as part of that. So it's a very big celebration of the arts and our history and our diversity in Coventry, and the university was very much part of that, and we've been able to benefit and offer that to our students who have some interests kind of outside of the classroom around that subject. We have also had a new sport and wellness hub opened. So this opened in 2019. It then had to close 6 months later for COVID. So it's still quite new because it's been kind of opened on and off very recently, fully open now, and has a wealth of opportunities inside. So if keeping fit is your thing, or you are interested in sports, then this is available to students. We have 230 station gym, so as many treadmills and bikes as you need. I have been reliably informed by one of our students that it doesn't matter what time of day you go in, there is always a treadmill available. I do have to say reliably informed. I'm a swimmer, I can't run, so you'll never see me in the gym. But we do also, lucky for me, we do also have a pool on campus. So there is a swimming pool there. So for anyone who does like to swim, that's also there. That's a 12-lane pool. We've got 4 fitness studios for Zumba and spin class. They take place every week. And then yeah, we do have a climbing wall, and there are also squash courts and a multi-purpose sports hall for badminton, volleyball, basketball, and yeah, squash courts as well. Warwick is extremely fortunate. We have lots of things to keep students busy while you're on campus. So we've got 75 sports clubs and over 250 different societies. All of the sports clubs and the societies are run by students and for students. Staff don't get involved at all. They are run completely separate to kind of us as a university, and it's run all through the Students' Union. We have, this is an example of just some of them available on campus. We really do believe that we have something for everyone. I met some of our new students last week, and they said they couldn't believe it, that when they got here, there really is something for everyone and to keep you busy. So you can see some of them here. We do have academic based ones. So we do have PPE, there's economics, society, we've got public speaking, we've got engineers, we have there's a volunteer society, we've got UNICEF, there's charity available as well in societies. We've got Raising and Giving, which is another society. We've got cultural based ones, so there's an Italian society, we have a Malaysian, there's a Thai, Sri Lankan, we do have a Latin American society. They are incredibly active on social media, but also on campus. For anyone who's interested, you can find them at Warwick Latam if you search on Instagram. Today they had a viewing party for the Mexican game that happened obviously earlier today, and they booked a bar for a viewing party for Mexico versus Argentina on Saturday. I'm staying neutral, but just to give you an idea of some of the activities and things they get up to, they had a Day of the Dead party, they've got a Christmas ball planned. Yeah, if anyone is interested in finding out more and things they get up to, then please do feel free to follow them. They are also very keen to hear from students interested in studying at Warwick and any questions that you have. So please do feel free to get in touch with them. They'll be delighted to hear from you. This is just a bit on some of the accommodation that I mentioned. So we do have 14 different blocks available for accommodation in total. 12 of those are available for postgrad. So it's 14 in total, 12 on campus. They vary in both in size, price, and also facilities. So we don't have any catered halls. So it is all your own food. So you prepare your own dinners and breakfasts and things. We do have restaurants and things on campus, but of course that does get quite expensive quite quickly. So yeah, there are kitchen facilities in each. Some of them, so in all of them, you will have your own bedroom. So in the UK, you don't share a bedroom with other students, which I know is different in the US. It's your own room. You have your own desk and your own space there. For some of them, you will have a shared bathroom. For others, you have your own bathroom. So they are an ensuite. So if you would like to have a look at some of those facilities available, then we do have virtual tours available on our campus that have 360 videos, walkthroughs of the facilities, and you can check out the rooms and the kitchen and kind of the local the study space and social spaces in each of those accommodation blocks. And yeah, accommodation is open on a first come first served basis in the spring, but we do write to you in advance of that. So there's lots of time. Obviously, we're only in November, so lots of time to think about that. This is Lakeside. This is one of our accommodation blocks, and this is Jack Martin, which is the second. So they're just to give you kind of an idea of what they look like and kind of the different spaces available around the accommodation blocks. A little bit more now on careers. So Warwick is ranked 27th in the world for employer reputation. And our students were the 4th most targeted by the UK's top 100 employers in 2019. And what that means is that if the UK employers, or the top 100 employers certainly, were to list the students that they wanted or those graduations, Warwick was 4th on that list in 2019. So the degree that you get from the University of Warwick really does stand you in very good stead for the kind of the working world post graduation, and certainly in that career and field that you want to focus on with us at the university. Our dedicated careers team does offer some individual support for you. So we do have a central careers team, and lots of our academic departments have additional careers teams within the department so that you can access all of their resources for careers fairs. They do presentations from employers for some departments. We have interview preparation, there's CV workshops, employer engagement and things. So lots to keep you thinking about those opportunities that you want to take post graduation as part of your kind of next steps in your career. We do also have in the UK, this isn't exclusive to Warwick, but we do have a UK post-study graduate visa route, or the student graduate visa route, which allows you to stay in the UK for up to 2 years after you have completed your studies to find work. Some students kind of travel for a little bit, then start work, then finish traveling, and then kind of move on to their next step. But that's for up to 2 years, and you can do what you like with that time, and that's available for all students as long as you successfully complete your course. A little bit more now on the opportunities available with Warwick and FUNED. So we have a very long-standing agreement at Warwick with FUNED, something that we are very proud to have, and we have welcomed Mexican students for many years at the university. Mexican students are excellent. They contribute very well in class. Lots of our academic departments really enjoy having them, and are very valued members of the Warwick community on campus. We have exciting opportunities available for 2023 and 24 entry as part of our partnership with FUNED. If you have any particular queries relating to some of the particular courses, then please do get in touch. We are more than happy to help answer some of those. But part of the agreement that we have is that for some courses, if you are awarded FUNED, then you will receive 50% as a scholarship from the University of Warwick. So for 50%, it's the courses listed in these two columns here. So that's mostly the business school and Warwick Manufacturing Group. So for anybody interested in business, but also kind of any particulars, so analytics, accounting, finance, international business management, marketing, they are all available with the 50% scholarship. And in our manufacturing group, so that's they are engineering and business courses for sector specific areas, so cybersecurity, e-business, engineering, business innovation, supply chain and logistics, automotive electrification, program and project management. Again, I know you guys can see it, so I don't need to read them all, but just to give you an idea of some of those areas that they cover. Again, if you are awarded FUNED, we will award you 50% scholarship for those courses. For all other courses at the university, at postgraduate level, but also for our research programs, so for PhD, we will award 20% for your scholarship. So that includes engineering, global sustainable development, anything in the arts, law, sociology, life sciences, chemistry. There's an example of some of the courses here. Again, I won't read them all. But yeah, just to give you an idea of some of those. And this is an area of some of the courses that we've got students studying with us from Mexico at the moment. And so business is popular. We've got public policy. We've got students who are studying teaching English for speakers of other languages. Law is popular, particularly development law and human rights. And we do also have our global sustainable development program as well. So that's just to give you an idea of some of the areas of interest for you. A couple of tips if you are considering application and also applying. Check with the FUNED team the closing dates and the different calls for when they happen and take place. It will always be in local time, so yeah, have a look at that and make sure that you apply well in advance. For that, you can apply to Warwick and FUNED separately, so you can submit an application to Warwick and then submit your application to FUNED. As long as you meet the deadline for FUNED, then you'll be fine. Because I think the deadline for FUNED is after or before our deadline. So you can do them separately, that's no problem. A couple of tips here that I have for applying to Warwick if you are considering FUNED. Check the entry requirements ahead of submission. That's number one. Make sure that you submit the application in good time. So we are open for 2023 applications at the moment. We opened in October and some courses have already received several applications. They are very popular. They fill up very fast. Our deadline for applications is officially the 2nd of August, but some courses have already stated they will close earlier than this. So economics and some of our psychology courses do close in the end of June because they do gathered approaches to their courses. So they will close in June. Our business school and some of our Warwick Manufacturing Group courses, they always close early because they get so many applications. So yeah, they won't consider kind of anyone who applies from June onwards, really, because they have enough, they've filled the places. So although the official deadline is the 2nd of August, I always recommend to my students, don't apply any later than March, because that gives you, it can take 6 to 8 weeks for a decision, in some cases longer, to get a decision back from us at Warwick. So if that's the end of March, that's April, May, June. And then you're into kind of meeting conditions and visa application times, and that's close. So yeah, no later than March is my plea to you guys. If you do have any questions, then of course you can get in touch about that. But yeah, no later than March, it'll give you enough time to to get everything ready for a start in September. When you are submitting your application to us, declare that you are applying to FUNED as part of your application to Warwick. We can waive the application assessment fee. So we charge £60 for each application assessment. We can only waive one. So if you are looking at maybe applying for 2 or 3 courses, we do only waive the one. But if you mention it, we can waive that for you. If we don't know, we can't do it. So please do mention it on your application, and yeah, the admissions team will look at that for you. Provide a strong personal statement in support of your application. So why you want to do it, why you want to do it at Warwick, what is it about the course that interests you, how will it help you in your career kind of post-graduation? Are there any particular modules where you have a particular interest, any work experience that's relevant to some of that course content, anything like that? Put it in your personal statement, and we will read that for some of those courses. If you have already got your language test, then please do provide it. If you haven't taken it yet, that's okay. You can apply to us without having submitted your English test. So if you apply in 2 weeks' time, for example, but your IELTS or TOEFL or Pearson or CAE, CPE equivalent test that we accept is not until February, that's fine. So you can tell us that you're taking it and you've already booked it. That's no problem. If you are made an offer, then we will just state that we need a copy of your English, and that's no problem. You can't go to the next step until you take it, but as long as we know that you're doing it, that's no problem. So don't wait until February to apply. You can apply without it. So don't worry about that too much. Provide a full copy of your transcript, which confirms the degree award. If you haven't yet graduated, then provide us with your most recent one. You do need to have graduated before you start with Warwick, though, because I presume FUNED need that, but we also need that for you to go on to the master's course. So you do need to have completed your bachelor. If it's not awarded in or issued in English, we do also need a kind of a certified translation into English from Spanish, and we do ask for both copies. So it will be 4 documents in total. So the degree and your certificate in Spanish, and then the degree and the certificate in English. So 4. If your institution issues it in English, as long as it's on letterhead with the awarding university's name and title on, that's fine. And then your final one is a CV. I always recommend a CV because it's a very quick glance for lots of our course selectors, just to see kind of if you do you have any work experience, how long have you been out of study. Most of the time it's not a problem, it's just so that they can see as a very quick breakdown what it is that you've got and you can provide to the program. So yeah, always provide a CV as well. Final kind of little one for you, so entry requirements. Very important. So we ask for a 4-year licenciatura for courses that require a 2-1 or an upper second class honours. That's an 8.5 out of 10 or 85 out of 100. For those that mention a 2-2 or a lower second class honours, that's 7.5 or 75 for those courses. It's important for you to check the individual requirements. Sometimes they do vary even within the same academic department, so make sure you check. Some courses mention that they ask for 1 grade, but may consider so they state a 2-1, but say they may consider a 2-2 with relevant work experience. So if you aren't sure, check the website just to see if that's relevant, and then yeah, you can submit that application there. English, I did mention some of the ones that we accept, but yeah, IELTS, academic IELTS, TOEFL, Pearson, CAE, CPE are the main ones that we accept at Warwick. The final one is just a short one. I was hoping to have one of our current students with me today. I think the Mexico game earlier meant that they were unavailable. Which I'd forgotten about, so that is my problem. But if you would like to get in touch with some of our students, as I mentioned, please do feel free. They are very open, very happy to hear from students interested in studying at Warwick. We have our postgraduate open day in at the end of November and early December. So if you would like to register, you can go onto our Open Days website. It is all virtual, so there are sessions on the application process, funding opportunities, obviously not just with FUNED, but kind of full PhD opportunities as well. If you're interested in research courses, that's all available on the Open Days. Accommodation are there, and then some academic departments as well. So yeah, I encourage you to sign up. If it's at, some of them start at 9 AM. I'm acutely aware that is 3 AM for you guys. But if you register, they should be able to send you the recordings. So you shouldn't miss out too much on those. I offer individual counselling sessions. So if anybody would like to book an appointment and get in touch, you are more than welcome to do so. You can find them on the Meet Us pages on the Warwick website under Mexico. And these are my contact details. So if anyone has any questions, please do get in touch. More than happy to chat to everyone. Talking is my favourite thing. So yes, thank you very much. And yeah, hand over to Sophia.
Rachel, thank you. That was amazing. I always say this, but it always makes me want to go and do another master's degree when I attend these webinars. It's kind of a frustrating part of the job. So right now, I wanted to ask anyone if there are any questions. Take the opportunity to ask Rachel. She's with us right now. As she said, she will be happy to answer further questions if someone has any further along the day or whenever, but I would really take this opportunity to ask anything you have on your minds right now. Or if you have anything regarding FUNED as well. ¿Alguien quiere preguntar algo?
Yes, Sophia, may I?
Sí.
Okay, Rachel, I got a 6 on band 6 on my IELTS exam. As I remember, I have read the Warwick like requirements, and I need a 6.5. Do I have to do it again, or maybe I could run with Lucky and send it to the I don't know, the examiners or something, someone who could check my application to Warwick?
So we have so do you have any components below 6?
Yes, but I don't really know why.
Okay.
I did a great job there.
That's fine. So there's only really 2 options. The first is to take it again. The second is we do offer pre-sessional programs that you can study for either 6 or 10 weeks. So if your IELTS certificate meets those requirements, then you come to Warwick a bit earlier, and you do kind of a 6-week program in English to get you to the level that you need. You do need to pass that before you go on to your main course, but kind of the pass rate is quite high. So it's uncommon for students to fail, but I do need to let you know that that's it's possible just in case. But yeah, so those are the 2 options, and that's open to kind of anyone who is either kind of a band below where they need to be. Yeah, pre-sessional is an option as well. That starts in there's the 2. So the 10 weeks starts in July, and then the 6 weeks starts in August.
Oh, it starts in July. Okay. Could you please or could I send you an email requesting the codes and anything else needed? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
There's a question on the chat. It says, how can we declare our application to FUNED to get the waiver for the application assessment fee?
There is a section in the application form, so you'll fill all the main bits in. We ask a funding question, and it says, are you applying for, how are you funding your studies? And there's an option, a drop down, I believe. Some of it's self, one of the options is self, one of them is family, one is loan. And then there's another that says scholarship. In scholarship, I believe you have the option to enter which one. So you can enter FUNED, and then when you reach the end of the form, there's a button that says pay, and then underneath pay it says can't pay ? If you go to can't pay, it asks why. If you mention that you're applying for the FUNED scholarship, that then comes through to the central admissions team, and they assess them there. And as long as you mention FUNED, that should fix it for you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I have a question.
Okay.
I presented my TOEFL in February 2021, which means that my results will be valid until February 2023. If I apply before my results expire, is that okay? Or should my results be valid before the first day of classes?
We go by the start date of the course, so you would need to take it again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, problem. Good question though. That's one that we get quite often.
¿Alguien más?
Yes, I have a question. Could you tell us a little bit about scholarships, but specifically in the School of Life Science, please?
Yes, so they have two scholarships. They have one that is an automatic 20% scholarship for any student who is resident and a national of a Latin American country. So by being Mexican, as long as you live there and you hold the passport, then you would receive 20% automatically if you receive an offer. They do also have what they call an excellent School of Life Science Excellence Scholarship, and that is, I believe, 40%. And that covers, so that would, your 20 would be upgraded to 40. So they don't add the two together. So it's not 60, it would be changed to 40. But yes, there is also that option as well. So there are, I think there's 5 excellence scholarships for life sciences. But if you aren't awarded one of those, you would still keep the 20%.
Thank you.
Welcome.
¿Alguien más? ¿Alguna otra cosa? Okay, so I think there's no more questions, Rachel. If anyone wants the presentation, we will be able to share it with everyone, right? So if anyone wants the presentation, just get in touch with us and we can share that with you. Or if there are any follow-up questions, please do get in touch with Rachel or FUNED, and we will be more than happy to answer any questions you might have.
Yes, absolutely.
So thank you very much for being here, and thank you always for the support you provide Mexican students, especially FUNED students. We're very happy with that, with our partnership.
No, of course. I try to visit kind of twice a year at least, so hopefully be back to see you all again soon. And yeah, if anybody does want to get in touch, please do. More than happy to hear from you. But yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. It was lovely to see everybody and have a chance to chat. And good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Have a good day, and I'll speak to you soon.
Muchas gracias a todos y a todas por acompañarnos. Si tienen alguna duda, ya saben, nos contactan y estamos muy pendientes de sus aplicaciones. Bye.
Gracias.
Hasta luego.
Thank you, Rachel. Bye,
Bye.
Sofía.
Hasta luego.